some more, baby. More like you ain't had enough. Enough of the average. The rush of the rage is the rage that was added up. Upper echelon, sketch a song, stretch the batter up. Call the beat the lactose, brain keep you padded up. Overall or under, regardless of what come after it. Keep the second half of it if under is attached to it. Attaching me.
Live from the tape deck. So, you know, before we get it going, introduce my man Illmind, SKYZOO. Make some noise for them real quick, guys. Here you go, brother.
One, two, this one on? Okay.
Check.
Alright, everybody, I go by the name of SKYZOO. I go by the name of SKYZOO, that's better. For those who don't know, and this is my man Illmind.
What up, what up?
So, we got the album Live from the Tape Deck coming out October 5th. Duck Down Records. Yes, Duck Down Records building. Anybody Duck Down fans in the building? Yes, okay, okay. So, we're gonna get into it with no further ado, but just to start it off, man, Illmind, if you wanna let the people know what your goals was or what you wanted to do musically with the project when we started before we even made the first joint or whatever.
Cool, cool. So, for those who don't know me, I go by the name of Illmind. And, you know, going into the project, you know, me and SKYZOO already had a history of working together. We had about 5 or 6 songs that we've done in the past 3-4 years. So, I kind of knew what I wanted to get into going into the project, but I really didn't want to do an album with songs based on what we did already. So I wanted to do something a little different without going too far left. The whole concept Live from the Tape Deck, we tried to play it off of kind of, you know, giving you that analog feeling. So I used a lot of, you know, old analog synthesizers from the 90s and tried to keep that analog sound but still update it. So that's kind of the sonically the goal for the album. And I'm about to get it going.
Yeah, with me, as far as what I wanted to bring to the table, I wanted to do something that, you know, was bigger than a mixtape, you know, bigger than just, you know, your average mixtape that goes online or whatever. But I didn't really want to do a follow-up to the Salvation right away, because if you know the Salvation, if you're a fan of it, you know what I did with that and how the Salvation was really a mirror, and like every word on that album literally happened. So I didn't want to do that right away again, because it takes a lot to do that. You know, it takes time and experiences that you go through to create something to write. So I wanted something, you know, a happy medium, and I can't even front, the idea came from Drew High. So everybody make noise for Drew High for coming up with the idea.
Yeah.
We was on the phone and he was like, yo, you should do an album with Illmind. And I was like, yeah, I should. And then I called him, and then he was like, yeah, we should. And that was how it happened. So Drew really orchestrated this.
Yeah, Drew emailed me too. He's just like, yo, want to do an album with SKYZOO? I emailed him right back, like, yo, let's go.
So, you know, CEO, A&R, double hats and all that. But, so we're going to do it like this. The album's called Live from the Tape Deck. The first joint is a record called Digital Analog. And lyrically, what I wanted to do with it, I'm big on, when you make albums or tapes or whatever, I like to have the first joint just be going. Like, don't got to be no hooks or structure, just a bunch of bars that really let you know what everything else you're about to hear is about. So it was no different with this one. And I wanted something that, you know, just told a story of where I've been since the Salvation and everything that I was dealing with, but musically, like how this project is just so much different from that and from everything else that's out there. I know sonically you kind of...
I'm going to let it speak for itself.
Okay.
Live from the TDK, I'm twisting aside from the B to the A. The one pivotal spot, the uninhibited knot. Never put me in your box if your shitty takes. The most lustrous, pin of the pen is the pin it down and come up since anyone sitting under a crown. From the jump is better than anyone on a mound. Carry a belly, a calendar passing since my classic. And since I classed in, they using me to give them a class sense. And I don't even remember what class is. To each one is zone. I'm John Wall, the money leading my road. I sign before I sign, get my sneakers and go. So if they come and go, the bottom line is a tuck and roll. And try and hide something in the bro.
On that, when he was like, they don't get it, like that was him. Speaking of, he in the bag over there.
Shout out to Torre.
Walking in the door, breaking up the party. Nah. So yeah, so you know, it was like, nah, like, yo, you still giving them too many bars, but I was like, it's, you know, it's all good. Like, you know, the Hennessy Black Pride trying to get a leader through, Mookie George's no scuffs, keep it true. If a freezer's around, I'm trying to Tina you, like, and do the right thing. Spike Lee was Mookie and Rosie Perez was Tina, and he went to the freezer, you get it. So, you know, I still, you know, wanted to bar it out. But, so moving on, the next record is all about that. It's like trending topic, all about that. The album only has like 2 records with samples, and this is one of them. You know, we went in there consciously not wanting to do a lot of samples, but still made an album that sample lovers can still love, even though it's no samples. We're in a different age, everything is digital. This age group is different now. They don't really know or respect the sample as much as we did, but you still gotta connect to them. You can't be stupid and just be like, yo, if you don't get it, you ain't on real hip hop. I think the quote is like overused. I'm really over that quote. So we wanted to consciously not use a lot of samples, but this one I was like, yeah, I want that. Like sample or no sample, I want that. And with the record, the idea actually came off of Twitter, you know, because with the followers that I have on Twitter, you know, it's some girl followers on there and all that. And a lot of times girls will be like, yo, I love Easy to Fly, I love Under Pressure, I love, you know, You and Me. Like they point out the records I did through my career that was for them. So I wanted to make sure, you know, they had something on here, but I still wanted to make sure the bars was crazy. And, you know, that was how this one came about. And it's pretty much just having fun with it, but just talking, obviously, to females, but still barring it out crazy. And there's certain lines like you'll get where it's like, yo, he still kept the pen involved. No matter what, because if you make a chick joint, that doesn't mean they got to be sappy. It don't mean they got to be corny. It don't mean they got to be, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be lyrical. Like, you can still get busy on it and make it appeal. I.e. why people like Easy to Fly and Under Pressure and records like that. So that was my standpoint on that one.
Yeah, like SKYZOO said, this is one of the few records that actually has a sample in it, and it's just a basic soul sample that I chopped up, did some filtered bass, and let it ride, and that was it. So let's go.
Yeah, I know what I'm all about. I'm all about what shorty like. Shorty like me along in neon 9-5s, and I be all about that. So I be on the side, admiring what it be like. I be on the high, but she fly up and sit up with my name. I'm trying to name that, but for now she's all about. And my style ain't to stick to her now or call her out. But a move ain't move if given the opportunity. I can move right through and get her to try to do.